Hello, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm MB Hanrahan, and today my guest is Laura Oergel, and she is the chair of the Ventura Chapter of Surfrider Foundation. Did I get that right?
You did. Thank you, MB.
Okay, so I'm not a surfer, but I'm going to assume that Surfrider is not just about surf and surf riders. Can you just give us a brief lowdown of Surfrider organization, and then we'll go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thank you for having me. I appreciate every opportunity to help spread awareness and promote the branding. So today is a great day. So the foundation is global. It focuses on environmental issues related to our oceans, waves, and beaches. So that's climate change, water quality, beach access, that kind of thing. Our chapter specifically has a lot of active programs and campaigns that I'm sure you'll ask me questions about in a minute. So thank you.
Yes, I would like to know that. I mean, we have our interview is brief, and I'm going to remind people that what you are getting right now is an interview that is happening in November of 2020. So we are in this period of pandemic, but there is our ocean crashing away as it has for, millennia and will go on forward. So being as that it is our Ventura TV, what should Venturans know about what you do, and then how they can interface with your organization, unless there's something more important that I should ask?
Oh, thank you. Those are some great questions. So one of the good things that's come out of the pandemic is every Saturday, the fourth Saturday of the month, we used to have beach cleanups at
Right.
California Street and the Promenade. We had hundreds of people show up. But one of the really good things that's come out of this is that we have now a solo cleanup program where we encourage people to go out on their own, and they can go in their own neighborhood. They can pick up trash. And so that's really put a focus on litter up, what I call upstream. So litter in the streets, windblown or, carelessness that would end up in the storm drain on our beaches that we would actually pick up during a beach cleanup. So the solo cleanups are very popular right now, and they're a really great way to show your environmental activism. Plus, go outside, take care of your neighborhood, get some exercise. So beach cleanups are active right now. Small groups also too, familiar, folks in your own bubble. We have a Clean Swell app on our website where you can document the trash that was collected, so we can keep a record of it also.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, just this focus on the local neighborhood and how that it's all connected, and that is amazing. And I'm
Absolutely.
hoping, people are like, what are you doing? Well, actually, I'm cleaning up my neighborhood for Surfrider, for our ocean, our ocean.
Right.
So I was going to ask you, do you have other ways of, I don't know if it's PR or what exactly, to interface with people to create more of this consciousness of that it's not just out there, endless supply, endless,
Right.
it cleans itself. I don't know, how are you educating people?
One of my goals for 2021 is to reach out to the Ventura Unified School District and also Oxnard Union Unified School District, and create awareness for children to really become environmental stewards. And when kids are really taught these basic principles of environmental stewardship and becoming sustainable, and you apply it to your local community, it clicks. All of a sudden they go, oh yeah, that matters. Oh yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, I can make a difference. So we talk about, reducing single-use plastic. The Ventura council members just passed the EPS foam ban. So there's a lot of awareness out there in the community, but through our social media especially. But I think it's more important to reach children and youth in the schools so that it's an educational opportunity to influence them for many generations to come, which it's great.
So are you doing this through like Zoom meetings, like almost like Zoom special talks, or how are you getting in the schools right now?
Well, there's two things that we're going to do. We're going to do a campaign. We're going to involve the schools. We're going to have these, like don't trash your beach litter signs
Mhm.
that we're going to work with the school district to help pass out for the kids to actually take home and put up in their community. And then we also have a video series, but we're starting with trash pollution on the video series with the Ventura Unified through the Green Schools Department.
Mhm.
And we'll be working on that. And then, after we get that kind of all the bugs worked out for that, we're going to move on to another topic, which, and my hope would be climate change.
There we go. Well, just
It's endless. If you think about it, it's like, oh my gosh.
yes. Now we have, it seems like we have pressing problems that are more immediate, and yet there are these bigger contexts of these problems. And one of my questions was what is the greatest challenge that you feel that your organization is facing right now? And I think you maybe mentioned it. I don't know if climate change.
Aside from the pandemic pretty much handcuffed us this year, from March until maybe about a month ago. So about 6 months our programs and campaigns were suspended, and we've kind of like, we're able to reactivate them on a much smaller scale. So the pandemic was the number one problem that I find really stopped us from being able to promote the chapter and grow the programs and grow our volunteer base. So that's a big, growing our volunteer base and getting members in this type of situation is much more challenging. It's always been challenging, but it's much more challenging now. I make a point of really making sure our chapter is solution-based, because there's so much crisis. There's so many crises out there. Most everything that we focus on is really solution-based. So I highly encourage people to become involved, either by becoming a member or by volunteering. And one way to do that is to become more educated about the work that we're doing and sign up for our newsletter on our website.
I was going to ask you for your information, but if you'd like to give it all now, right now.
Thank you. Yeah, because that's kind of like we are the ones that make it happen. The money that funds our programs is through our memberships and donations. And then the volunteers that actually do the work, obviously the work can't happen without them. So it's Ventura.Surfrider.org. Our Facebook is Surfrider Ventura County Chapter. Our Instagram is @SurfriderVC. My email is chair@Ventura.Surfrider.org. I'm happy to answer any questions. The website has a really great array of different ways that you can understand what we're doing and become involved as a volunteer or donate or become a member. So,
well, it seems like, I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, my knowledge of Surfrider is often seeing people cleaning at the beach, right? Or an information table at some community, something or other. And I didn't even really think about how you were hamstringed until this minute. But what it sounds like the opportunity, and especially with reaching out in the schools when the students are with each other, however that will be, however that shows up, is that it strikes up like this each one teach one kind of a deal. Like if someone sees somebody cleaning up, what are you doing? Or if two kids know, and then they see a kid dump something on the ground, and then what are you doing?
Right.
Do you want a fish to eat that? Do you want to swim with that? Right?
Kids really do care. If they don't make the connection organically, just naturally, once they're shown the importance of the science behind water quality testing or a beach cleanup, or it does make an impact on them, and they do care. There's no child that I've worked with that doesn't want to make the world a better place in some capacity. We have other programs too. We have Hold On to Your Butts, which is a sponsored ash can program where, again, we're trying to reduce litter that goes to the beach. So we're affixing them to poles in downtown, and so litter upstream, cigarette butt litter. That's a really important and really popular program. We have Ocean Friendly Restaurants, which poor restaurant community, man, they're taking a hit, but it's sustainability is the most important thing moving forward. So once the EPS foam ban is in place, and hopefully restaurants will be able to focus a little bit more on sustainability. We have an ocean-friendly gardens program, again, sustainable landscaping. So there's many really wonderful, worthwhile programs that came out of the foundation, which was actually created by surfers wanting to protect their beach and their surf break. So we're very proud of the work that we do.
As well, you should be. Laura, this has been fantastic. And I really hope that people,
Thank you.
Follow up. And if all that information went by them too quickly, hooking up Ventura and Surfrider, I'm positive we'll get them to you or to get them somewhere where we can each start making a difference, because
thank you.
We are the ocean. We came from it. That's that,
And we're nothing without it.
And we're nothing.
A healthy one, a healthy ocean.
A healthy ocean. Beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. And we thank our public for joining us for our Ventura TV. I'm MD Hanrahan, and we'll see you around.